Hey guys, welcome back to Max Soulstorm for Unification. Today I have something that I haven't cast in a long time. That is a 2 vs 2. It is ButtPirate as Death Guard with his ally Astartes, also Death Guard. Team Death Guard versus Yasuo 55 playing Tau Empire, who is allied with valeriy.ultramarin. There's an E missing, so it's not ultramarin. I will call you valeriy, to simplify it for myself, with 1,000 suns. So we have 1,000 suns, and just remind myself, Tau Empire blue, you could say, team blue versus team stinky green. So we have seen that ButtPirate opted for a Company 5 opener, 2 slaves for a Temple of Disease, and only three Nurgle cultists and a 3rd Poxwalker slave, which is what you want. How is Astartes doing? He has only 2 and now just starting its Temple of Disease. So he's a little slower, having 1 builder idle here as well. Looking at the player strengths, Yasuo is pretty good. ButtPirate is also, I would say Yasuo is better, but both are really good. And valeriy I haven't seen before, and I know Astartes is in the medium skill range. So we will see how this turns out. Just looking at the player strength, I would say that Team Yasuo and valeriy are the favorites here. But Death Guard is also really strong, but you need to know how to use it. So we will see how this turns out. We have a Tau Commander opener here, also trying to get cheeky turret up, but the builder got killed. The stealth suit trying to tickle these cultists a bit, and yeah, so that they cannot fire, but they are not impressed a bit. Yeah, Tau Commander has a problem. He gets focused by cultists. He cannot jump away. It seems his jump juice is off. On this side we have cultist opener. Interesting, 2 cultists into Rubic Marines. Where's the sorcerer at, is the question. I see no sorcerer. You really want your sorcerer as soon as you can. For Tau, you only have stealth suits and the Tau Commander, which is dead. No, it's running away here. In the middle, Death Guard has 1 point captured already. Astartes, the other point, will get to Death Guard. Not because there's this pesky stealth suit hindering them. Nice. Nicely done. Rubic Marines get sent over for some reason. You maybe need to look at your own listening posts. These cultists died to the other cultists because they are the stronger variety. No Dark Library yet. I would recommend building a Dark Library as soon as the warp gate is up, because it doesn't cost a whole lot and you get some of the resources back. Some idle cultists here, that is not the biggest problem. We have some cultists here against a fully reinforced Rubic Marine squad. These cultists with their shotguns are pretty strong and deal a lot of damage, but they will not withstand the fire of Rubic Marines. We have some more cultists here firing at the Tau Commander. They could have continued firing, but there's now a fire warrior also on the field. So we will see how this pans out. Resource wise, we have a lot of power for the 1,000 Suns player, a little too much. Tier 2 on the way for ButtPirate. Tier 2 not on the way, I guess, for Astartes. Not that much resources. We have tier 2, no, it's another plasma generator and more fire warriors. So he sticks to tier 1 for now, and here we have a serious problem on valeriy's side. It is he or she, they are not building listening posts. This is a big mistake. Not the best player skill there, sadly, but okay, we have some engagements going on here. The Tau Commander is probably using the focus fire ability on the Plague Lord. Fire warriors are in heavy cover as they want to be. A little late on this snare trap. It will not go off before these cultists here will force melee combat. These other ones will also try to force melee combat, but this trap will now go off, snaring them. So he has at least 1 squad firing, and the Tau Commander, he gets a 3rd squad of fire warriors out and more plasma generators. So he sticks around in tier 1 for a little longer, whereas ButtPirate has already the Bane Pit. So this is going to be interesting how Tau will deal with the incoming vehicles. We know that it is Company 5, so I would expect Blight Drones. If I would expect anything, it would be Blight Drones, because they are really strong. And well, Company 5 has access to them. Company 5 and only one other has access to them. Still no listening post. This is a little hard to see. Listening posts are built for Astartes. So we have a little handicap for Yasuo, who is normally the favorite. Here we have some Plague Marines. The ranged variant will get shot quite a lot by the Tau Empire. Even a snare trap again a little late on these. You want to have them up before a fight, but it's not always easy to predict where a fight will happen. But yeah, Tau is the favorite here. But what is being built here? Blight Drones, as I said. You can have up to 7 Blight Drones. You get 3 population cap from your machine building, so you can get 3 right out the gate, and then you need to get the vehicle upgrade. Another snare trap here. I'm not sure if snare traps do snare vehicles, but yeah, any infantry trying to approach his fire warrior teams here, they got also reinforced once. They should not be reinforced any further because it costs way too much. Now that tier 2 is up, you want to get the target finder ability, the target finder research, and with then you can get your chassis for even more power. Vehicles do get trapped, but this one jumped out the trap. These are light vehicles, so your infantry can kind of deal some damage to them, but you can see these Blight Drones do not joke around. He needs to run away, run into the safety. Another snare trap going off, but yeah, Jesus. He has some cultists here, support fire, and again only now a Silver Spire. 2 singular Silver Spires, so not singular, but only 2 Silver Spires. It's a little hard to see. We have some listening posts here. These cultists get murdered. We have now stealth suits, but do this even detect? Why are they visible? Doesn't state that it detects, but they clearly do. Something that is interesting indeed. The Blight Drones do detect. Or there's flies around. I'm not sure what it is. One Blight Drone is about to go down, not getting focus fired. Another Blight Drone is up. The Sorcerer is also here. The Sorcerer, I'm not really convinced. It only has defensive buffs for infantry. Or does it also buff the Blight Drones when he uses its abilities? That would be interesting to know. More stealth suits and a target lock ability, so which it all increases the effectiveness of stealth suits. We also saw a burst cannon upgrade, so this is also again a stealth suit upgrade here, so we will see. Yeah, the Plague Caster gets hit by quite a lot. We have now Plague Havocs from Astartes to support, so with the current units around, I do favor Team Death Guard, but we have now also a Piranha out, a light skimmer vehicle which does a lot of infantry damage, but can be upgraded with these fusion blasters, so he gets also some anti-vehicle capability. It should not, I repeat, should not just run into here. It should wait until the fusion blaster is upgraded. This is a mistake. It gets killed, but he wants to protect his listening post. I can't understand that. And will he be able to? The listening post is firing at this Blight Drone, which is good. The other Blight Drones are low as well. Another Piranha hitting the field. Stealth suits jumping into the back of these Blight Drones and should focus them down. Will focus them down nicely. Has used probably the EMP grenades as well, and this Desecrator needs to run. Another EMP grenade, so it cannot run. Getting focused by stealth suits, and the Piranha will get at some point its fusion blaster, I assume, but this Desecrator is going down as well. Really good micro and ability usage from Yasuo here. On the other side, however, we have Astartes firing down at the valeriy 1000 Suns, who is clearly a newer player who starts to get into PvP. Astartes is around in PvP for longer, so he knows the basics. At least we have more Blight Drones on the field. Blight Drones alone will not save you, but Pirate, you would need also some, not the Plague Caster, I would assume, I would recommend, when you're tier 2 anyway, get some, what are they called again? Not Plague Marines, Plague Havocs. These Havocs are also really awesome, can be upgraded to have vehicle missiles against infantry and vehicles, so this would be the way to go if you ask me. Pair that with some flies to detect these stealth suits and you're good to go. Blight drones, as I said, are really strong, but not the end of a game if you have no support for them. Maybe he could also kind of, how should I say, there comes some, oh, beautiful sight here. The piranhas coming in should be focused down. They do not withstand damage for long. There are even some Plague Havocs, Plague Marines in the back, some Plague Havocs in the back as well. But these guys are a little separated from the bunch and get murdered here. All dying in gas explosions here. More Plague Marines coming in. But will they? Yeah, the piranhas fall. They have only, 600 hit points, so they die like flies. Die like a piranha out of the water, I'm not sure. No Fusion Blaster upgrade here as there are no vehicles around. Really nice. More missiles flying in. If they hit, you can see one hit kills 2 hit basically for a piranha, which is nuts. These guys are no joke. You can upgrade them with the ranged target finders, which will help you quite a lot. So the advance of Yasuo is for now holded. He has even some pathfinders. I would recommend to get him Chasui, so you can A-click if you're bad at micro. That's for me. Yeah, the Chasui pathfinder, which has a sniper rifle, so they will only move into the range of the sniper rifle and will not, what they normally do, run into the range of their smaller guns, and we will be at the front and die. So a little micro tip for your mid skill players: get this pathfinder up. He by himself does quite a good damage against infantry, and your pathfinders will not run into their own death. We have now a bot fly on the field, mainly good against vehicles though. Has also this little spear weapon at the front with lower range, which does kind of flamer like damage as all spears do. Decreases morale and some AoE damage. Morale is not something that Rubik Marines are afraid of, but this squad is a little separated and will get shot down easily by these squads here. Another attack from Tau here. We now have some Plague Havocs from Mr. ButtPirate as well, and a Nurgle Dreadnought. Nurgle Dreadnought by itself will not deal with these stealth suits. This is not a good purchase. Blight drones were really good. I would recommend to stick with those. He would need trees. Some trees would have helped here quite a lot. They would have teleported and attacked into the range of these fire warriors, and he would be able to get some flies out to detect these stealth suits. So ButtPirate, as it seems, also learning Death Guard, as we are all learning Death Guard right now. We are all in the same boat. Death Guard aren't around for long and sometimes aren't that straightforward. But this looks like a death push of Yasuo against Mr. ButtPirate. On the other side, Astartes is now going on the offense, it seems, or is he reconsidering to help his ally? You can see that the Havocs, when they hit, they do quite a lot of damage, especially also against morale and whatnot. So these Havocs are the way to go against Tau, I would assume. You can see here. But the stealth suits are still there. Do they have all? Yeah, they have all fusion blasters. I'm not sure how good the fusion blaster is against infantry. But yeah, good enough, I would say. Good enough. So pretty much quote-unquote standard tier 2 Tau army. Maybe a devilfish or two would have helped, but yeah, the piranhas were really nice as well for the time being. We have a bot fly now, 2 bot flies. You can see now the spear deleting the morale of these units, but they will get maybe focused down by the stealth suits. Yes, they fly into the range of the stealth suits, but yeah, will get taken down by this. Should have maybe stayed a little out of range. The stealth suits do have less range than the bot fly, so they could have sticked out of the range. We now have a Desecrator moving in, some Plague Havocs and more, but yeah, this is game over for Mr. ButtPirate. The Gift of Repository is still up, and another Temple of Disease is getting built. The Plague Lord getting focused down by a whole bunch. Is the Tagomander still alive? No, it seems not. And we have now the Desecrator. The Desecrator will probably, maybe, possibly get focused down by the Stealth Suits, and the rest of the army will get try to get focused down. But we have Plague Marines who try to get into range with their Plague Belchers. Maybe he got for company, what is it, 7? 6 or 7 is it, that has increased damage to these weapons, which also increases the plague weapons of the botfly. So maybe this was his choice. We will never really know. We have now the Pathfinders with these drones. Okay. Slows down enemy advancing and a crawl, can't even... Okay. I always forget what these drones do for the Pathfinders, and I will not read it now because it takes too long. Listening post getting focused down. There's not a Desecrator, a botfly moving in, but you need detection, sir. You need some flies from your blight, from your Felucant blight trees. My detector died. Yeah, your sorcerer. The sorcerer is not your only detector. Get those flies up. Another infection point, but yeah. Is there a tier 3 already? It is. We have also the Carrion command post finished right now, so they now will get probably these target finders and the armor upgrades. Astartes is not happy, but it is not the faction, it is almost certainly the player execution for the most part. Valeriy kind of standing there the whole game doing nothing, could have been killed a long time ago by Mr. Astartes, but he was here to help ButtPirate out, so yeah. The death push of Yasuo commences here. Sadly, Valeriy doesn't do a whole lot here in this game, so needs to get some, how should I say, some guides. I have some guides, go watch them and you will be better in a moment's notice. Video 1 and 30 are your basic guides, which will explain you how you want to engage a player versus player game, or even a skirmish in that sense. Now there's detection of the Plaguecaster, the style suits just swoop out. We have the improved metallurgy, which increases the health and armor rating of all fire warriors, and I assume he also got already the range increase for your fire warriors, which is absurd how big the range is then after that. Little mismovement here, but yeah, other than that there is a big thing. There's Cloud of Flies, I think, or something. No, this is only the range attack of the Plaguecaster. You do not want to have your Plaguecaster in the front, because when it dies we have no detection again. But it died. Some grenades here and there, but the Desecrator is out of position here, so he cannot support here. He would have needed here the Desecrator to have some artillery support. So Astartes, stop flaming and see the mistakes in your own gameplay. This is the only way you will improve, not by flaming that a race or a player is stupid. You need to think. We have the Ethereal on the way, the Coalition Center is out, Plasma Generator. As he is Carrion, he could also get some Crude Hounds or something for some melee. Boom, there we have the artillery support I was talking about. This would be needed in the last fight. Yasuo is telling Valeriy to attack, which is pretty much what he needs to do. What they need to do. They need to do. There's one Rubric Marine. We will speed this up for a bit. I would assume, because this is just how should I say, game against time. Now there's some action going here with the rubrics finally, and yeah, there's no defense really, apart from some LP3s. Never build LP3s in the game. Use the resources to get some army or attack up. Is he tier 3? He's about to get tier 3. If you do not build these two, you would have been tier 3 earlier as well. So another pro tip here: never build LP3s unless you're playing PvE or like in late game situations, or like free-for-alls where you expect to be around for a lot longer than your average game. So maybe we'll see some last advance here. A little sad on this side here. Player ButtPirate left, so we will see probably a last fight from Astartes against the Tau. We have 2 bot flies, we have Marines, we have the Plague Lord, we have some artillery support, which is really nice. Maybe I can get a good shot here from the general nonsense going on. There's even the bombard ability from the Ethereal going down, which is in the far stacking. But there's also some Thousand Suns. Finally, some Thousand Suns are also attacking here. Really nice. The botfly gets taken down by some missiles from the Rubik Marine. Yeah, it is tier 2 versus 1, and tier 4 is also done by Yasu, so this is over. Even a Plague Burst Crawler. There you have it. Boom. Where is he focusing at? The Tau Firers. This is the Fire Warrior. I assume yes, this is the Bodyguard Squad, which are all Shasui, long range. The final jump of the stealth suits coming in, killing this Plague Caster in seconds, because you have 3 fully reinforced squads of that. So this is game. If it wasn't before, this is it. So guys, if you have enjoyed it, as usual, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing, and yeah. Thanks for watching guys, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!